Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with Karin.
Hello.
Today we're going to be talking about the new chapter for Boruto, chapter 49. And man, it's getting pretty intense.
Yeah, definitely.
The last chapter was pretty intense as well because we saw Isshiki versus Kojin.
Yeah.
And they duked it out pretty hard. All that was just literally a fight between them. Amado did explain, to them kind of like he was like a sacrifice fight,
Mm-hmm.
He knew that he couldn't beat him, but it was just to extract the power, the ultimate like form or whatever from Ishiki. So there was something accomplished, which is good in that part, the sense that he was gonna die, was gonna mess up. I think Kajin, right?
Koshin.
Yeah.
Kashin Koji.
Yeah.
Koji.
Oh man, I'm changing his name. I don't know, he looked kind of upset. I don't know what you think of that on the last chapter.
Well, I mean, I'm just glad he still survived because otherwise it's like Jiraiya dying again.
Yeah,
I know
it
it's
was
his
very
clone,
similar though.
But it's very similar. We definitely got confirmation that
It was a clone.
He is.
Yeah.
It's a clone. I mean, his powers already were a giveaway, but the mask came off and
Yeah, he looks a lot like him too.
he
Not to mention
survived,
the jutsus and stuff. Yeah, so he does survive. He escapes. But his fight and all that kind of remind me a lot of Jiraiya's fight versus Pain because he was kind of similar. I was like, oh no, we're gonna revive again this scene where he dies.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, so I was like, oh no, but he escapes. So I mean, most likely he's injured and maybe attending his own wounds. I don't know, like if he has a backup for anything, but we just know he escaped. So that's a good thing.
I wonder if, I mean, I don't know because he's a clone, but since he uses the sage, like the toads, the summoning toads,
Oh yeah.
like if he can actually go and has access to go to the, I don't remember what it's called right now, the Toad World.
Yeah, the Toad, where all they go training for sage. Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be insane.
That'd be cool. I mean, because he could definitely go and heal up there. Like Jiraiya not have done before, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that is
That'd
true.
be cool to know.
Mm-hmm. So now fast forward to this, he escaped. He was like, whatever. Ishiki, or Ishiki, I don't know how to say it. He just goes and goes to the Leaf Village and tries to find Kawaki. So he's really just focusing for Kawaki. One thing that I was thinking about, and maybe I missed this, but I wonder how or why he can't just teleport to Kawaki how he did on the first time when he fought Naruto.
Because remember, he can only do that with karma, but as soon as he
Evolves to whatever he is now.
well, as soon as he was born, I don't know what you call that, but okay. So Jigen died, right?
Technically,
Jigen
yeah.
died. So he doesn't remember. As soon as that happened,
Karma
the karma
disappears.
got erased.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's what he used to teleport.
To him.
Yeah.
So now he has to go
He has to
personally.
do it the hard way.
Yeah.
Right.
No, so he's using Byakugan to see through everyone and try to find them. So he can't point it out like that way. However, because everybody's on the surface level and everybody's like running around, it's hard for him to find. He even admits it's kind of like it'd be a pain to try to find it. So he starts questioning or going to random ninjas and basically like, hey, point me out too.
The thing is that they were waiting on him. They knew. They already expected him, I should say.
Oh, they expected a threat, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. Was it Amado? Yeah, he was Shikamaru or Naruto. I can't remember who was the one that suggested that
they go
go underground.
Ambu. They have like a special Ambu.
And Amado did had a point though, where he was like, "Well, isn't gonna be more obvious like we're the only people underground because he's using Byakugan. They'll stand out." But apparently
he has some kind of special barrier.
Yeah, apparently. So
yeah.
I mean, I was like, okay, well, then that's good. That's out of the way. I think they took Kawaki as well with them to that. So Naruto storms out, and basically they collided and started fighting it out, and they told Boruto to stay behind as well. But obviously, we all know that Boruto's not gonna stay behind. Especially that Sasuke kind of like got an idea, and we see that he acknowledges he could use it. However, Boruto is scared to transform and not be able to control it, and it's totally understandable because I mean, having that kind of power.
Sasuke knew, or he was informed of his last fight with that Boruto guy.
Sarada.
Or Sarada told him, I should say, and and Momoshiki pretty much
took over
and control. But I mean, even though that's pretty risky to use,
they had a plan. So
they had a plan. It worked out.
So Sasuke ends up catching up to Naruto while Naruto keeps fighting him off in the village. And I also thought it was gonna be like a bad idea from the very start, just because he's already in the Leaf Village. It's gonna be a whole like pain, destruction. So he was kind of like, even Naruto's kind of like, hey, because like I think he randomly attacked like a tower or something, just because like whatever, just because I can. So then Sasuke shows up and he's like, all right, like, hey, like follow my lead, and Naruto's kind of thrown off, like, you have a plan, like, I guess, like, and then they start like attacking him with like random ninja tools. That's when he throws his sword to isshiki, whatever.
Yeah. And it's a substitution.
Yeah, it was not his real sword. He used Boruto as the launching pad. And then I call it Rasengan because it literally looked like Rasengan. It looked like Rasengan. Karma Rasengan.
What did I think? It was like a spatial.
No, yeah. He teleported
Rasengan.
them.
Yeah.
Like he hit them with the Rasengan Karma. I guess what I mean. It looked like a Rasengan. And when he hit him, he teleported him away from the village, which that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Naruto and Sasuke jump in the same dimension teleportation.
Sasuke can use the Rinnegan.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he just like used his eye to use the same.
Because he was like, "Come on, before they leave or it closes."
Yeah. So, I mean, it looked cool. I mean, if you can use kind of like a Rasengan Karma, or that's what it looked like to me. I don't know.
Can't wait to see all this animated.
Ooh, it's gonna be intense. Yeah. So for the next chapter, now this is like kind of like the wrap up of 49. Literally, it was just like them fighting it out. Sasuke acknowledging Boruto, he can use his power, basically encouraging him to like, if you're gonna use it, like basically get a grip of it and prepare to die as a ninja. Even Boruto was like, yeah, I'm prepared to die. It's scary, scary to think that way, but yeah, I'm a ninja.
No, he's not even a chunin yet.
Yeah, he's not. And I mean, come on, it's a different generation. The world's at peace. It's way different than like Naruto's era, where it was literally nations were separated as far as possible. Like it's all about grip and power.
And I think at that point he's already gotten a taste of
reality.
Well, not just that, and being close to death because of all the other stuff that he's been through.
So that's why Boruto's like kind of like nervous about it. But yeah, so they teleport into like this. I'm assuming very far away from the village, and they're gonna try to figure out a way to just fight it out there. Anything can happen, to be honest.
I think Ishiki has a time limit of 2 or 3 days, so they have to get him right then and there when he's at his weakest.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not weak, but
he is. He's very limited on time before he actually disappears if he doesn't.
Because he said
rebirth.
He's not weak, but his power will like overconsume him so much that I guess he'll explode. So he has to put it on someone.
Yeah, we don't know what happens to them. We just know that they die because they haven't found like a host or they haven't rebirth or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. Apparently, some some people are speculating that Sasuke will die for Boruto's character development, but I honestly don't see it. I don't see it. Like, not because like I like Sasuke, but like it could be Naruto or Sasuke. Like, I just don't see it because that'll be like, well, for Sasuke it's a little bit debatable. I still don't see it, but definitely not Naruto. And the reason I say that is because that will literally kill like the whole, years and years of what people that have been watching Naruto since freaking like long time ago. So there's no way Naruto can die. Hell no.
Well, people are gonna argue and be like, "Well, it's about Boruto now." And he said it in an episode, like, "This is not about my father. This is about me. This is my story."
Yeah, but think about the fans.
Still, I know.
I can totally see. I can kind of see why they say Sasuke, because he's the second lead, right? But he's not really the main character of the show, technically. We'll see what happens. It's gonna get really, really, really good, and especially once we see like the, finally the anime catches up. It's gonna be pretty intense.
If it ever will.
Nah, it will. It's gonna be just maybe by next year, December, we'll probably be catching up. You know what? Before I wrap this video up, because I just thought about it. We haven't seen that weird guy that backed up isshiki code.
Oh, Destiny?
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying on the comments from the last video I made a while back. They were saying his name was Code.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that guy, so he can come for backup. Technically.
What if he chooses him as a?
Nah,
No.
I think if anything, if he's in trouble or maybe he sends like as a last kind of backup, maybe that guy will spawn and help him, which will be more trouble, or maybe he'll just spawn and then spawn the 10 tails or whatever.
Oh my god. That's
Release
right.
it on
They
the
still have that
so it can
locked
get
up.
really ugly.
He still has his.
Yeah, well, I just thought about it right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right, that dude happened to that guy.
He still has his resources.
Yeah, so technically it can get ugly. So that's just like, I just thought about it now, and I'm like, oh snap, like it can get ugly. I totally forgot about him. I totally forgot about him.
Yeah.
'Cause he only came out, like-
I know that it's we know it's nowhere near over.
Yeah, it's gonna get so intense. Alright, so I guess we're gonna wrap this video up. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you for watching our videos. And if you also want to check out our merchandise, we actually have it on the link. I'll leave it on the description. And it's also on our banner in the channel. But most importantly, like what helps the channel the most is really just, liking it, commenting, giving us, your opinions. We try to reply to the comments as our best abilities. And sometimes, we get caught up with like life that we can't upload like every single day, but we've been trying.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well thank you, appreciate it for your time. Thank you for those guys that made it all the way to the end, and until next time, Sanyu
Kari, signing off.